hear that roar, you know it is Bengals Nation at Kroger OTR Eatery, sponsored by Rally House. We got another great show for you as the Bengals continue this win streak and on a roll up to first place alone this week in the AFC North. Mike Hilton, Vonn Bell be along as well, and they brought along a two-pack today. One from one side of the ball, Joseph Ossai, and Samaje Perine. But I know I can't start the show without Faux Rock himself, David Fulcher. There he is! We can go. Over to you, Chris.
What was it like to escape the cold for a little bit, go down to Tampa, and come back with a nice win over the Buccaneers?
Man, it felt good. That was a big win for us because it was the next one, especially going against a quarterback like that. Guys stepped up when a lot of us was out. So, like I said, it showed the resiliency of our team.
Like you said, we started a little rocky, but, great teams always find a way to win. So we found a way to win. So that's what we need later in this stretch in December. So hats off to the guys in the locker room.
It was an amazing watching the game from our perspective because it seemed like all of a sudden one pebble rolled into a boulder, turned into an avalanche, especially defensively. Vonn, what was going on out there where one turnover turned into two, turned into three, and all of a sudden the game was in hand?
We just knew we had to make a play, get a spark plug of the team, put the team in the best field position, and we was like, they're out there, the plays can be made, and we missed some opportunities early on, but we said more go come, just trust it, and play with great technique, play with great eyes, and the plays go come, so just trust it.
Well, you're on the Brady tour now because you beat Tom Brady last week. Now you're facing his old coach, his old team, the Patriots. It's going to be cold up in New England on Christmas Eve. You ready for that?
Yeah, definitely. Can't be too much better than here in Cincy. So we expect to go up there and have a nice little game in the cold, but we still got business to take care of.
I think it's going to be warmer there than here. It's going to be like a little blizzard, I think. So I'll be there.
I'm not the weather guy, so we got a different department for that. All right, the holidays are coming up. Mike, I'm giving you a chance to win some brownie points here. How do you manage being a dad, being a husband during this busy time of year, balancing football and the stuff at home?
Number one, that's a shout out to my wife, Chastity. She's back there.
She got it.
There we go.
But she just makes it all easy. The things she does, especially during the season. She know I'm putting a lot into my guys and trying to win the Super Bowl. Just she makes life easy for me and takes a lot of pressure off of me.
What is the most influential gift for Christmas you've ever gotten? Your favorite one of all time?
When I was a kid growing up in Atlanta, it was a Michael Vick jersey. I was there during his Atlanta days, so that's all I knew. And my parents surprised me with a Vick jersey, and it was the best thing ever.
I think mine was me and my brother got the Xbox 360, and my mom did like a treasure hunt, and we like had to find out the riddles and all that. And I remember I found it in a washer and dryer. It's pretty cool.
That's dangerous to hide it there.
I know. I was like, but we found it though. It worked.
That's what matters. All right, let's send it over to Gary, who's got the head coach, Zac Taylor.
For the first time since everyone was 0-0, you're in first place. How does it feel to go into a week on top of the division?
It doesn't feel like anything. It feels like we got to go on the road and find a way to win because each week is becoming more and more critical towards what we want to accomplish. We have no playoff berth secured. We have no hats and T-shirts we've gotten from winning a game, and so we still have a lot left to play for, and we've got to find a way to go on the road and win this week.
Couldn't have started much worse in Tampa, down 17-0. How crucial was that to at least get points on the board before you go into the locker room?
It was more crucial just to get a first down. We'd gone 4 straight 3-and-outs, and we just needed some momentum. And that's kind of how we operate. Once we get that first down, we're rolling. And it just happened to be a 2-minute drill there. Got points on the board. And then just at halftime, everyone just took a deep breath. We knew they were going to have plenty of possessions to get back in the game. We're going to need a turnover or two. We ended up getting a lot more than that. But just really, really happy about the way that this team stared adversity down and came out in the second half and responded the right way.
I'm going to give you a stat that I don't know if you've heard. 17-0. Tom Brady was 89-0 with a 17-point lead. So he made history. I mean, that's pretty hard to do against, especially a team that's offense is run by him.
No, it's not easy. That's a team that we've got a lot of respect for. They're recent Super Bowl champions. They have a lot of really good veteran players on their team, and so they usually don't lose games like that. And we've got a team that's made the right stuff as well. Never for a second really doubted that we were going to be in that game and have a chance to win it. So just proud of the way they responded. I'm glad we're on the right side of history. A lot of teams this weekend seem to be on the wrong side of history, so I'll happily take where we're at.
What did it mean to you and the guys to hear an enemy stadium chanting "Who Day" when all these good things start happening in the second half?
It feels like it happens a lot. It feels like we've been in a lot of environments where we hear our crowd over the home team's crowd. And so our fans are just traveling really well. They're very vocal. We feel the support that they have for this team. And so Cincinnati is just a special place to be right now, and we're very appreciative of the fan support we're getting.
Much more ahead with head coach Zac Taylor as we dig into this holiday game and ask him, what's better, playing on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Faux Rock Slocks, sponsored by Hawksworth.
And the man himself, Faux Rock.
I'm feeling good. My Raiders.
You were the beneficiary of one of the worst plays in the NFL history.
Let me tell you something, man. When I saw that, all I thought about was, are you kidding me? Just hold on to the ball and go to overtime. But I'll take it because obviously my Raiders won. But I'm taking the Colts to lose.
To the Chargers.
To the Chargers. Oh, my gosh.
The reason I remember is because I had the Chargers and they barely pulled a push.
So I think the Chargers are giving the Colts a little bit. So I'm taking the Chargers to beat the Colts.
All right, I'm taking a game that shouldn't even be played. Broncos at the Rams. Two teams with 4 wins. I'm not sure why they're playing this game. Nobody deserves to be favored, let alone the Broncos. So I'll take the Rams to finally get their 5th win as Super Bowl champs.
Wow.
Baker Mayfield strikes again. All right, my pick, Green Bay at Miami. Miami given 4. This time of year, the Packers, they're well insulated. They're used to playing in the cold. Going down to Miami, it's going to be hot, maybe a little overheated. I think 2 and the Dolphins get it done.
Getting Defensive, sponsored by Blake Maislin.
Today we got 2 special guests, one from the offense, one from the defense. So we're going to start out first on the offense. Y'all give a who they welcome to Samaje Perine.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother? What's up with it? Yeah.
And last but not least, we got on from the defensive side, Joseph Ossai.
Don't give him a hard time.
Toes out.
It's too cold for this.
Toes out when it's cold out.
Don't violate.
It's all right. He being himself.
Don't violate.
I thought it was suns out, guns out, but it's toes out when it's cold out.
In December. Welcome, though. We accept you with open arms.
I was trying to be comfortable.
Trying to be comfortable.
Trying to be very comfortable.
All right.
Joseph, I'm gonna start with you, man. This is your 2nd year.
Yep.
Just over time, how have you feel you grown just as a player and just learning your way around the NFL?
I feel great. Pretty much everybody knows my first year I was stricken with injury, so I didn't get to spend time with the team as much. And just being around the guys and experience to win. You guys had a great season last year. Y'all were on a roll leading up to the playoffs, and y'all went crazy in the playoffs. And then just being able to experience that as a teammate and being able to contribute, it's been amazing. It's been awesome.
Love that. I got one for you, Samaje. You still got the football rushing record in college football in a single game with 427 yards.
Yep.
Man, still got it.
Still got 427 yards.
427.
427.
Who was y'all playing?
It was in straight cover 2.
Yeah, Kansas.
It was in cover 2 the whole game.
But he still got it.
No halftime adjustments.
And he's still running today.
Still going crazy.
No halftime adjustments. We ain't have to do nothing.
Now jump back to you, man. You stepping in for Trey Hendrickson.
Big shoes.
Big shoes to fill, but we trust you, man.
My God.
You made a big play for us on Sunday,
Yes, sir.
causing that tip ball to Jermaine. Shout out to Jermaine. But man, like I said, how much has Trey helped you grow? He's one of the best pass rushers in the league.
Sure is. What people don't know about Trey is he brings a lot of guys along with him when he rushes, and you can just sit back there and take notes and learn a lot from him, but he takes it a step further. He talks to you. He talks you through things, and he's helped me just be precise, be abrupt in your movement. You watch Trey, and what jump off the screen is his get off.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that dude,
crazy.
as soon as the ball snap, he's gone. Quarterback catch the ball, and he's already taking 2 steps. You beating the line, you beating the tackle every time. So he's taught me to be abrupt, to be decisive, and then just he's a man of God, so he's having me walk in that faith for sure.
For sure. I got one for you, Samaje. Through that 3-game terror that you was going through,
Running,
going crazy. I say he hitting the hole like Oklahoma days. through that 3-game terror, what was your mentality like? Going in the huddle, being with Joe, the offense, the O-line. Like, just give us what was you thinking?
Really just, what we've been going through all year, just a next man up mentality. You know, Joe went down with an unfortunate injury, and I just had to step up and do whatever I had to do to help the team win.
Well, we love seeing you run the ball, boy.
And you did every part of it, too.
Man, how much you weigh, actually?
Grown man.
Because it's grown man.
About 232.
Okay. I was right.
Not too much.
Well, fellas, we appreciate y'all coming on.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Like I said,
man, appreciate y'all having
we still
us.
got business to take care of, man. We got everything in front of us, so let's keep going, fellas.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Earning Your Stripes, sponsored by Rally House.
Matt Patricia is their offensive coordinator, the pencil guy, who's been a defensive coordinator, been a head coach. Could you imagine handing over the reins even for a series to Lou Anarumo?
No, that would be some reality television right there. But Matt Patricia is a heck of a coach. He's one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. Had a lot of respect for him as a head coach as I got to know him up there in Detroit. There's no doubt that he's a smart enough guy who's invested himself in the offense side of the ball. And so it's not easy to do. Not many people can do it. Of all the people that can do it, Matt Patricia is probably one of the few that you would think that would be able to pull it off, and he has. He's done some great things for that offense, and they present a lot of challenges for our defense.
How would you be as a defensive coordinator?
I don't think I'd be very good right off the bat. I'd have a lot of work I'd have to do and really invest myself in it. There's certainly a lot of things you learn every year that passes about that side of the ball, but actually getting over there and calling it would be a challenge for me right out the gate.
You're playing on Christmas Eve. If you had a choice, you could play either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Which one would you rather play?
Christmas Eve. For my family's sake, to be able to spend Christmas with the family is a big deal. So, Saturday is really the best option in how this scheduling fell out. Both teams are going to be on the same 6-day schedule, so there's no unique advantages there. Really, the only two teams that have a better Christmas schedule than us would be my brother down in Jacksonville. They're playing on Thursday night against the Jets. So his wife is very happy. My wife is moderately happy, and there's probably a lot of wives around the league that are very upset that they're playing either on Sunday or Monday.
Next stop with head coach Zac Taylor, diagramming that special touchdown for the hometown kid, Mitch Wilcox.
Coach Taylor's Breakdown, sponsored by EverDry.
The first one here is going to be a 3rd and 8 in the second half. We need to get kick-started here. We've had a tough first half. You can see we're going to present a cover 0 look. So we got more up than they can block. We got 7 guys up, and we're in cover 0. So he's got him, he's got him, he's got him, and he's got him. And we're trying to get to the quarterback before he can get the ball out. We've done this in the last couple of weeks, but the difference between that and this one is we're going to bluff out of this thing. So you'll see that they're ready for a cover 0 look. They got to get to one of their checks to try to pick us up. And then on the snap, we're going to get back and just play cover 3. And drop 7 guys underneath. And Trey Flowers does a great job. He's buzzing underneath the flat player up top, and he comes back in here and robs this seam stopper out with a great catch. And so that's what got us kick-started there on the 31-yard line. We were able to go score after that. Then you look at the next one here. So you're going to see we build what we call a jam front, so 5 down. Logan's going to be over the center, and they're just going to run a 3-man game in here. And what you're going to see, the hard part is for their offensive linemen, this center, guard, and tackle have to pass these 3 guys off as Logan pushes up and scrapes around the edge, and it's really difficult. You can see the center trying to bang back on the guard. The guard's got to try to bang back on the tackle, but by that point it's too late, and Logan's able to get in there and get that sack and create that fumble with DJ Reader as well. You can look at DJ number 98. He gets in there. There's a little bit of argument here on who caused that fumble. I'm going to give it to both of them. They both caused it. Joseph Ossai was right there to recover it, and again, got us the ball on the 12-yard line, and we were able to score a couple plays later. So great job by the defense creating another turnover there. And then this last one here, I'm going to show it to you from the end zone. This is going to be Joseph Ossai here coming around the edge, winning his one-on-one here with the guard, and creating this one-on-one with the center, I should say. And he does a great job defeating the block and then getting really big there at the point of attack and hitting Brady, causing the ball to go up in the air. And you can see this body position Jermaine Pratt's in as he's starting to slip. The ball's not even near him. He's able to somehow propel himself forward and secure this ball right here. again, for another huge turnover that's almost on plus side of the field, offense is able to go down there and score points after that. So huge turnovers there by the defense that allowed us to control the game in the second half. And then you look offensively. Here we can tell that they're in man coverage. They got a safety over here on the tight end, so they got their 2 corners over here on the bottom, so we know we got man coverage. So we got a good man play dialed up off of play action. We're just going to call this a crisscross. Jamar's going to go over the top. T's going to go over the top. 2 big receivers running as fast as they can off of play action and hoping that these corners run into some people. So you can see 24 in the corner up top. Have to disrupt his path a little bit and allows T to get over the top and be wide open there for the touchdown. So it's a play that we've repped over the course of the year. Don't always get a chance to call it. This is a time it came up. We found a team that plays man coverage to 12 personnel and took advantage of it, and T's big body was able to get over there, and Joe gave him a nice throw. So good score there in the second half of the offense. And then we had a key third down here. They mixed in a lot of different coverages. They were doubling people. They were playing cover 0. They were giving us a lot of different fronts. It was difficult to tell what they were going to play. So here we got a one-on-one up top with T if we want it, but they're going to double him. They're going to double Jamar with these 2 down here. Double Jamar down here. And TB is going to be the one that has the one-on-one here. So he's going to run not a corner route, but more of a flat to the midpoint of the end zone route. And number 30 starts to stumble here. But you can see Burrow does a great job of identifying, here's a double team, here's a double team. TB is the one that's got the one-on-one. I got to go take advantage of it. And he does that. And TB, even if coming off of surgery a week ago, Sunday, came up there and made some big plays for us on third down, touchdown. He had some key blocks. All with an injury that I know was bothering him quite a bit. He did a great job overcoming that, so that was great to see. And then the last one here is going to be a keeper. So we were running the ball, trying to run the clock out here. We were doing a good job running the ball. They were overloading the box, trying to give us some issues there, so we just ran a counter keeper here. Tight ends do a great job swapping here. We're going to hold up on the end and then release in the flat. You're going to see Devin Ossai is going to release on a corner out here. And Joe does a good job selling the fake. We pull the guard. We get the backers to flow downhill out of the picture. And just any hesitation over there by the safety and the defensive end, then this thing usually pops through. We've had a lot of success on this play over the years. Mitch does a great job coming back to his hometown of Tampa, finishing this off. You just got to watch out for this back pylon here. It gets you every time. He slips on the pylon, goes down, but has a great spike to finish it off. But happy for Mitch. Mitch has had a really good season for us, really stepping up. He comes back home to Tampa and has his first career touchdown and almost breaks his ankle on the same play. But it was good to see, great spike, and a lot of good energy there by Mitch.
We check back in with Zac Taylor on what it's going to take to get a win over Belichick and the Patriots.
This is my glory.
Chris's Star Matchup, sponsored by Gold Star.
Our matchup this week takes us to the Patriots' offensive side of the ball. Quarterback Mac Jones is the key to the Patriots moving the ball and scoring points. And while they've struggled doing that this year, the Bengals defense has an opportunity much like last week. They were able to get some opportunistic turnovers on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They'll have that chance once again against Mac Jones. Jones this season has more interceptions than he has touchdowns, and a Bengals defense that is really rolling with high momentum right now will have a chance to shut down Belichick and the Patriots offense.
Be a good defense, you have to play team defense, and that means sometimes you're not going to make the play, but you're doing your part on a certain play that helps another guy get a tackle or another guy force an interception. That's just we pride ourselves on doing our 1/11th on each and every play, and the guys have bought into that.
Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kia.
Zach, you're on a roll. You come into this game in first place. You just swept the NFC South. You got 2 more against the AFC North or AFC East. What's it going to take to come away and make a 7th straight win?
You have to do a great job managing the environment. And what I mean by that is the conditions aren't going to be optimal, probably outside, and their stadium is always difficult to play in. They're very loud. They create a lot of distractions. So our guys got to be able to handle all that stuff on the road. Again, and it's kind of a unique day. You're playing on a Saturday, not a Sunday, and I trust that we've got the right guys, the right makeup that'll be able to handle this the right way.
It's Bengals Nation for 2 more weeks, every Saturday night at 11:35, and you can join Vonn Bell, Mike Hilton, and their special teammate guest the following 2 Wednesdays at Kroger OTR Eatery starting at 6:30. Joseph, I know they were giving you grief about your footwear, and I've seen some crazy footwear on this show from our hosts as well, but who's on this team, who sticks the needle in the most for teasing?
It's either, I'm going to say BJ.
BJ Hill.
BJ Hill.
That's actually a good response.
BJ Hill will troll you till the cows come home. I don't even know. Yeah, it's definitely BJ. It's some other ones too. It's a lot. It's a couple of people that go toe to toe with BJ, but BJ don't stop. There's no off switch with BJ. He'll come in the morning.
Great response. That's a great response.
It's 6:30 in the morning and he's trolling. I'm not even up yet for real.
What's his go-to? Is it just footwear? Is it clothes? Or what is it?
Fine, whatever.
Everything.
He'll find whatever to talk about.
It don't matter.
It don't.
He's not gonna stop.
And he's not going to stop.
No off switch.
It'd be 3 days later. He talking about something that was 2 days ago.
You know, we got three defensive guys up here, and Samaje, you know, is the most reserved, humble guy, I think, on the team. 427 yards as a freshman with 6 touchdowns. What
As a freshman?
Going crazy.
And he says he never watches the tape.
Oh,
How often would you
crazy.
watch that tape?
Yeah, what you gonna watch it for?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Where's that ball, Samaje? Where's the ball from that game?
In the College Football Hall of Fame.
College Football Hall of Fame.
All right. Okay.
Greatness. I'm just being honest.
Greatness.
On that note, Samaje's got a streak going. He has not put the ball on the ground since he got to Cincinnati. You guys go against him in practice. How tough is it to try to get that ball away from him?
Y'all see it on Sundays. Y'all see how he run on Sundays. So obviously we're not full speed like that, but he sets a tone. He doesn't want to give that ball up, and he's just a physical downhill runner.
I try to stay away from him. No, but it's tough for sure. It's tough for sure. He got all 5 points of pressure that Justin talked about. Yeah.
Can't get it out. I'm like, we do drills and stuff like that's for the defense so they can work on getting the ball. But if you going against me, you're not getting the ball out.
Joseph, what do you remember about draft night, waiting around and getting your name called? Now I'm a Bengal. What comes back to you?
It was nerve-wracking, man. Just sitting on that couch waiting. But there's nothing like that waiting, man. Just waiting for your name to get called, and then that relief when it finally does get called, and then your family in the background going crazy, and you having to get on a call or whatever. Man, it was a blur, and then later that night it was even more of a blur. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
And now here you are, getting ready to go to a second straight Super Bowl, right? If we can just keep it going. What do we say? What do we say after every win? Hooray!